that I ran out of space. I'm a lot better at typing than I am at speaking, so if that's unclear. Um, but the gist of it is don't be a loser. Because if you exercise those capacities and you do it yourself rather than letting people do things for you, you can't be fooled anymore. If you don't give people the power to fuck you over, then you're not going to get fucked over anymore. You know, I mean, we have this show called an election where we spend a long time, we bring someone in, and then he goes and does the opposite of what he promised to do in the whole election. You know, he bombs a country when he said he wouldn't. I mean, it's not exactly realistic, but you see what I'm getting at. I mean, in that sense, it would be better not to have this overarching political system that attempted to speak for everybody. Hmm. Hmm. Did I want to say anything else? The main battle is what will make you the healthiest version of yourself, or the most human. Um, Contemporary society, I'm sorry if I'm repeating ideas from other videos, by the way, but contemporary society has many things that kind of create a permanent underclass. And largely the vast majority of people are, you know, they can be fooled. People will believe something just because the mainstream media says it. I mean, regardless of whether or not that thing is true. Like, the point is that they get their information from sources, and those sources are probably compromised. So they have their narratives created for them. People want to understand the whole world, but I mean, we can't possibly study every little thing. So we have people get the information to us. There's a middleman between us and the world. People need to be aware that a middleman is, you know, could possibly be compromised. And so I think if they have that awareness in mind, they're not going to accept narratives about the whole world that are obviously just... I shouldn't speak of myself as so knowledgeable in this, but because I don't know much, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I just think that this is a bad way to do things, the way we're doing it. It doesn't make me smart, but at least I know that I don't know. I mean, I could be doing a lot better. I could actually want to learn about the world, but to be completely honest, I'm still figuring out how to be a human being and how to do those things that I mentioned, how to be a healthy person. As I said, I used to be a neo-Nazi. I mean, that wasn't a coincidence. That wasn't a coincidence at all. It was because I was so... there was such a... it's hard to describe, but, you know, if any of you who are watching this video seen a video, or not a video, sorry, a picture, seen pictures of a white guy kind of with like a sawed-off shotgun or different guns, and you can just kind of look at him and see in his eyes that he's not quite all there. Recently, by the way, on R9K, or just that's just an example that I've seen before. You know, I mean, I used to be like that. So I mean, it's no coincidence that I fell in with that kind of information. I mean, it could have been far left, it could have been far right, it could have been something else. I think a lot of communists are like this as well. To put it bluntly, they're losers. They're fucking losers, and they want to justify their own loserdom in politics. People are either slaves or they are free and complete. If you're a slave, then someone else will find a purpose for you. If you're free and complete, then you're able to successfully be an individual, a healthy individual, and you're able to get what you need to survive. You don't use anything as a crutch. It's difficult to describe because I'm describing the way that it's really hard to do that. To describe the way that people are, and to communicate it in such a way that you would understand. I'm just kind of speaking from my own experience. I very much used to be like that. I think people are like that, or a lot of people are like that to one degree or the other. And they can be politically galvanized. Because if I was healthy, I wouldn't have emotionally invested myself into politics like that. I wouldn't have had such certain inflamed opinions about other people if I was personally happy. Whether or not that information is correct or no, I wouldn't have, I would have looked at it in a completely different way, more similar to the way that I look at it now. I can understand that I'm not, shit, this video is going on for a long time. I can understand that I'm still not exactly 100% healthy, so I don't invest myself in politics. It's not my fight. I don't really care. I think the different specifics, the different ideologies, the different positions, I think they're arbitrary. In one sense, not arbitrary, because I mean, you know, obviously how we organize ourselves and the decisions that we make with regard to how we run society, obviously that has, you know, doing one thing over another is obviously significant, but in another sense, excuse me, in another sense, it's arbitrary in the sense that I think if people are losers in that sense that I described, then they'll fuck it up no matter what. No matter what political position, they'll fuck it up. And they won't survive. And likewise, I think, or conversely rather, I think that if people are healthy, then they'll make the best of anything. And they'll adjust accordingly. So I think the more important thing is how people are. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If you're being poisoned by food, you can't be your best. And if you're lazy, if you indulge in ideology, I don't know whether or not this is strictly true, but if you indulge in that dopamine hit that you get from from LARPing as an Antifa, that's bad as well, because you're stupid and you're doing what other people are telling you. You're not actually, wake up, sheeple. Think for yourselves. It's sad that this has become a cliche, but it's true. People don't. Because they think that, because closed-minded people think that anyone who disagrees with them is closed-minded. The world is not nuanced to them. Anyway, this is rambling too much. In summation, don't be a loser. Don't be a loser. Don't put your full trust in people. Don't put yourself in a position where you can get fucked over. So remain skeptical of things that, and I mean, obviously, I'm not saying be sure, have no certainties. I'm not saying that, but I am saying be conservative about it. So don't be a loser. Be conservative in your certainties. Was there another one? Fuck. I don't know. I look like an idiot right now. I got my sleep schedule has kind of been fucked up, and my life has been kind of fucked up, and I've been drinking too much coffee. So I have trouble maintaining a train of thought regularly, and when I do shit like this, it it messes with me more. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think this video is too long. It's a little bit. Fuck. Why am I still making this video? Why are you still watching this video?